Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play. And first of all, before we do anything else, I wanted to give you this little update on how our villager farm is going, or our trading hall. I traded a little bit. I got a lot of villagers, mostly from the village back there, which is, I think, empty except for maybe one or two villagers. But for one, we already had this farm. I tried to get the second one, but we weren't lucky and didn't get the pumpkin trade. We already had some librarians, but I got another one with efficiency specifically. And we got more mending now. And also infinity, which we're never going to use. But we got lanterns. Anyway, with the efficiency, I made us our silk touch axe, pickaxe, the silk axe. Now also has efficiency 4 on it. And I also made us a shovel with silk touch, which, the reason for that, for one, I basically broke the old one, so I made a new one. Yeah, that was my bad. I gathered so much sand from that monument and had to clear it all out, I just broke it. Yeah. Well, luckily though, it was at least just diamond, and that's way easier to replace. Okay, we still only have one cartographer, but we have these three now. For one, we have the armorer, which is fully leveled out, but I think most we're gonna use this for is probably backup gear, since that's not the greatest, but you know, backup gear is backup gear. We have this, which, I mean, it could all be worse, but it could be better. Again, backup is backup if we ever need it. And then this guy, I haven't made it to leveling it up because he has kind of terrible traits to level him up. So, yeah. Then up here, I think we have still a couple more. Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Roughly 7 or 8. Still chilling around. Also, I put a lot of these down, but somehow golems keep spawning up there. I was very scared that somehow they would kind of end up down here or up here and then just, you know, hurt our friends, which... Oh, what? What's going on over here? You're not one of the... No, you're not one of the named guys. I don't know where they are right now, but I made sure that there was definitely no way an iron golem could get in there, so pumpkin and cheese are perfectly fine. Also, now that this is officially a village, there were so many cats. We have so many cats now. You won't really. I'm gonna have to show you the amount of cats we have, and I plan to get every single cat that shows up here. So there we go. All of the cats. This is actually the first one we got from the other village. This one was literally the first one that spawned here, and then all of these guys came along. So now we're just... Yeah, we're kind of getting overrun by cats at this point. I can't really see anything when I sleep anymore. But that is absolutely fine. Lastly, because the trading went decent, I expanded this because this is what I used the silk touch shovel for, because I feel like this is too much sand. Some more stuff like this, maybe even a drain from down here that kind of goes out here and continues somehow, and just a little bit more of stuff happening here. And what is most importantly, what we'll be doing today is this mess. We kinda don't use this anymore, or at least we don't really need cows for books because you can just trade all of it. But I don't want them to just stay here like that, and instead, since we have all this space now, we might as well go ahead and build them their own actual barn and place to stay, right? And I needed to farm a lot more wood for some reason. Ow. Rude. Can't believe a cactus just came and stood in my way. That one wasn't there before. I would have seen that. Yeah. I literally did not see that cactus there ever. Oh no. Well, with that, I guess I'll take some weight. Oh yeah, different chest now. Some of this, and nope. Where was it? Not in this one. Let's just take some of the sand we still have in here. And this as well, and I think we want to use acacia, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's start setting things up. Obviously, we will have to replace or place these down so that we could technically go in, but the cows don't go out while we build around here. So I'll take care of these trees. And there's another one now. Just so I don't forget. There. And the last one should be somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. There we go. I hear the cats. There. So I'll clear this area out and see what I can build here. I guess after we had that giant building part over there, I'm just gonna go and make this into a nice time lapse, right? Yeah, I guess we can do that. There, I forgot to bring a crafting table, which we will need. Good thing I already have so many because I keep forgetting them and just craft new ones. Oh my. Anyway, there. So the general thing that we'll be going for obviously is a barn that's still desert style-ish, I guess, but also functions as the barn and everything. I literally haven't thought this through. I don't know what I want to do for a design. I really don't. I was just like, let's just go ahead and see where it takes me, and I guess that's what I'll be doing. So let's see how many different variations I go through before I'll go for the final product, and whichever that is, you'll see in the time lapse. So yeah. I guess I'm gonna go start the time lapse, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, welcome back now after the time lapse, and I just did some prettying up inside here since without releasing the cows I couldn't properly exchange the dirt here, so I did that. Now the cows are roaming around in the new cute little barn. And they have shade when they go outside, they have water here, and they can also just go inside here. And once we have maybe a little bit more like hay and stuff, we're gonna put some more in here and maybe decorate this a little bit more. But that's the barn for now. And even while I was building this version, I changed up a lot of things. Like these support kind of things, I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to have those to begin with, and putting this one in and then putting the roof up over that, all those things just a couple of things I just wanted to change up. Also, I tried to leave a lot of holes in a sense so that there would be a good airflow, so that the air technically wouldn't be stuck in here, even though this would be, well, that upper part there wouldn't have much going on, but this would at least help. Which was the idea behind that, since that is definitely something you need in barns, in a sense. But there we go, now the cows have a cute little place to stay. And there are some, like, spaces like this now that need to, that we can still fill with stuff, like something back here where it's just kind of unused space, right? But that's not really what I want to focus on right now. Instead, I want to see something about this area, just in general, that we can make a layout of sorts as to where we would like to have maybe some more buildings, and maybe where the ways are gonna go. So we have this start of a path where you can just barely see it. God, that scared me for a second. Anyway, we have this start of a path which isn't really that visible or nice at all, and probably the entire like ways here and the rough way around here. I'll figure out the design to properly make a way, and also we have to do a way over here, and maybe even connecting that side to that way. For that we'll probably just go like roughly around here, and I guess just here, here, there, and then we can connect this up here. Then we still have a little bit of space in front of here, which we can just decorate a little and maybe make an actual little bit of a bigger place around here, so that there's maybe some kind of a feature in the middle of this. And then over here we can just, as I said, I would like to do the water place that goes out from up there. So that would take up maybe this, right? And then we can definitely put a house somewhere around here. Maybe a little bit like this. Roughly, it's definitely not aligned properly, but it's just a rough little look at how it could go. And then maybe even make a way along this thing over here, where we have once the portal that could go like over here, right? And then over here we could make a small house, which would basically be the wood place. I forgot the name. Anyway, this is probably just a tiny hut where the wood stuff is kind of just stored, or anything wood related is kind of going on over here. So that's why the wood, like the tree farm, is right here, and this tree is here, and we can make that a little bit nicer. And then the way just kind of goes along here. I don't know, maybe we do something special since there's lava around here and it just kind of crosses that house. And obviously we have this space. Maybe we can make this entire space here just all of this next to the road, next to the house, is going to be a little bit of a continuation of that little water feature. Maybe that has something to do with the house, I don't know, maybe it's just a feature that we do here. Then again, the way goes along this place. We have a lot of space then, because I don't really want to do too much. That maybe a small, like, really a small, oh, what's it called? Yeah, stall, like a trading stall, just like a mini marketplace, but it's technically just a little one here, maybe another one over here then, since there's some space. And then that would just be a marketplace. God. Words are leaving me right now, just genuinely. And then we can do another tiny market, well, more or less tiny marketplace here. And then another one here. I think that might work out. And then this... Oh, come on. This entire area here would then just be the middle point where we can maybe do something special in the actual middle. Right, roughly here. That is the rough plan or idea of what else I want to add, at least right here. Then obviously there's some spaces like technically in between here, maybe behind the buildings, genuinely around the nether area we have going on, and everything that goes behind our house. But it gets night, so I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. There we go. And there. Oh, not quite. Now, there we go. I was a second too early, but that's fine. Anyway. If we would just make the way out of these, like the just sandstone and some stairs, oh, maybe in between, that's kind of weird, so I'm still trying to figure out a different block I could use in between it. At first I was thinking about what's it called, like birch, because that's relatively light in color, but then I don't really know how much I like that. Then I thought terracotta, since we have that in the village all the way back there, but not so much that we could actually use it properly. That being said, I need more fireworks there. So we can maybe fly over there real quick and pick up some more of... Please. Pick up some... Okay, guys, I finally figured it out. We are using sandstone, terracotta, gravel, and coarse dirt. And this is the tiny bit I did so far, because that's where we already started with. I will now go through probably this up here first. And then if I have enough blocks left, I'll start going down here for a bit over here. Probably not further than that though. Like, definitely not further than here towards the big middle part. But look at this. It brings in the little bits of color we desperately needed in here. Because otherwise we just kind of have sand, you know? It's all sand. But now we're going to have a little bit more of a color variation in it as well. So I'll change this stuff up and close my window, because dogs outside think they need to bark a lot, and I don't know if it's picking up or not, but yeah, I'll start changing out stuff here on the upper level, and I'll see you guys when I have the result of that. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, it is time to look at the results, and for the first time in this entire Let's Play, I had more resources than I needed. So I still have an entire stack of terracotta, over a stack of coarse dirt, and well, we don't need to talk about the sand and the gravel because you know how much we have. Anyway, Look at this. I even managed to go all the way down there. So if we follow this little path, this is where the little continuation of the water feature goes, and then you just follow this path, and then here we're gonna have a plaza market area with a little stall here, here, there, and over there, which we might as well just kinda here, 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 roughly, so we know that there's going to be a stall there. And I didn't continue there yet because, again, I don't really know how I want to do it with this. Probably just go a little bit over it, like it's tiny bridge gap, but I'll probably do that when I know exactly the house here. Maybe we move that entire thing block over here so there's more space, and like that's probably left alone for now. So let's just switch that up. But yeah, now we have this entire area. And we have this entire way around. And we have everything up here. Made with a nice path. And I really like it. Really, it just kind of adds this little bit of color. Again, as I said, that we really needed. Just before, you would look at this and you had sand. You know, everything you were looking at was sand. Now you have between the greenery and a little bit of water here, you also have the path to just switch up the colors, okay? But I think now that we have the path and the cow pen, barn, farm, whatever, now that we have both of those things done today, I think we can do the rest of the buildings, or some of the buildings, and the stalls, and maybe the way, or just more city building, or village building. Yeah, more village building, this isn't the city, but we can do more village building in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye!